and welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. So we're going to do 2-week reading. So we're going to do the 15th to the 30th of April. We're using the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Searle and also the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland. Okay, bear with me. You need to focus on the Page of Wands. That's what you need to be focusing on, Capricorn. You know, in today's, I mean, it could be a child. It could be. For some of you guys, it's your children where the focus needs to be. But I also feel that, you know, in today's climate, and I don't want to obviously say what the word is or talk too much about it because I get paid as well via YouTube, via advertising, not much at all. But, you know, what we're being told to do now is police our own videos. So we have to mark off, you know, when we're uploading videos, we now have to mark off kind of, you know, does your video include this, this and this? And if it includes any of the stuff, basically, you don't get monetized. So you've got to be really careful. But this could be a child, yes, is the focus for the next kind of couple of weeks. You know, maybe spending more time with the kids, especially if you're having to work from home, you don't have much time. But also, I think with the Page of Wands energy, that the focus needs to be on, that it could be something to do with a new creative adventure, you know, a new course or a new kind of career trajectory, because Wands represent career. And with the Page of Wands, it's a new kind of, it's a career change. So maybe the focus needs to be on a career change, because in today's climate where so many people are actually losing their jobs and that type of thing, some people are going to be forced to retrain into other areas. It's going to be, you know, I don't know what the aftermath is really going to be, but it's going to be, I think it's going to be life-changing for a lot of people here. Let's have a look at what's going on underneath this. Yeah, you've got the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is all about a fresh start, a new beginning. It's all about having the power within your hands to create change, because the wand is a tool for change. You know, it's a magical wand. So you have the power in your hands to create change here with the Ace of Wands energy showing here. The King of Coins showing up here. So the King of Coins is all about, I feel that, you know, when you get a King of Coins, or any king really, you know, they're all about achievement. So this is all about knowledge as well. So kings represent knowledge. So we've got an 8 here, which represents having the power to create change. Okay. And then you have this king sitting here as well, which is accomplishment as well. So the accomplishment of a new path, accomplishment. King of Coins energy showing it. I mean, this could be money. So this could be, maybe you have the power to create a new path. Maybe this is something to do with money. Maybe it's something to do, it's obviously something to do with business, because the King of Coins is a businessman. It's a business card. Let's have a look at the next one showing here. And you've got another ace. So again, the Ace of Swords, new ideas. So implementation of a new idea. 2 aces representing that this is definitely, and that page there, representing that this is definitely about new beginnings and pursuing some form of a new venture here. Let's have a look at the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords and the Hierophant, that sometimes could be, I mean, I don't know whether anybody's going through a divorce at the moment or anything, because you've got this king here, and then you've got this Ace of Swords, and then you've got this Hierophant sitting here as well, Capricorn. I mean, that could definitely be you, but this is cutting away from something traditional, doing something different, I think. I don't think it's marriage or anything like that. I think for some of you guys, it's all about, you need to focus on the power that you, and actually the wand as well, is the power that you hold in your hand. So what is the tool that you have in your hand? What is your talent? What is your skill? Okay, because I feel that the skill could create something quite amazing with this King of Coins. You know, do you have a skill for business, for example? Because I feel that whatever it is, the skill that you hold in your hand, the tool that you hold in your hand, brings the great potential to make a lot of money. Because the Ace of Coins, Ace of Wands, sorry, also means that you're holding something with great potential. So it may be that in your hands, Capricorn, you are holding a great potential to make a lot of money here with the King of Coins energy, but it probably requires you to cut away from old thoughts or from traditional ways of thinking, because this could be traditional ways of thinking. Do you see what I mean? Like, for example, you may think the only way that you can make money is through working for an employer, and it may be that right now the focus needs to be with the Page of Wands on doing something completely different to what you've done before. But then, you know, you've got all these cards like here from the Four of Wands is a marriage, and then this is cutting away from that. A king here as well. Some of you guys, it could be a marriage. It could be cutting away from a marriage or a relationship here. This would probably be a marriage, and you have the power in your hands probably to cut away from someone here. It could be a marriage here. Focus needs to be on, could be on children, it could be on a new beginning. It's an interesting one. Interesting, because that's definitely a marriage combination, and this could kind of be divorced with the Ace of Swords, because it's cutting away from it. It's cutting away from this energy here with this person here. You hold the power to do that. Focus on the Page of Wands, a new beginning, a new life path. Let's have a look at the next one. Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel maybe actually this isn't business orientated. I think it's love orientated personally. Three of Swords is heartbreaking. It's also separation with the Three of Swords energy showing here. I actually feel maybe there's a third party involved, because you've got this king, which I don't think is you. I think it may be a partner. It could be you, the king, of course, but I don't always feel the need to. I mean, we've got two Taurus energies here as well. So I don't necessarily feel that that king is you. I think it may be the person that you've been with. Okay, this queen, with knowing that this isn't you either, Capricorn, and the Three of Swords can be a third party situation going on here. Let's have a look here. It just feels like there's been a third party in your relationship. That's how it feels. It doesn't feel like it's business related. It feels like it's love. And it feels like it's the ending of a relationship to me, because the third party, Queen of Wands and the Three of Swords in your relationship here. The Emperor energy showing here. Interesting. Okay, so this is establishing boundaries or trying to re-establish order with the Emperor energy. No, I don't think that this is going to happen, the Two of Swords. I think that trying to re-establish order in this relationship, I think with the Two of Swords it's not going to happen. It just makes me think that it's a no. Because Two of Swords sometimes mean, well, no, it's not going to happen. I think what's happening here is that you know, the focus with the Page of Wands, for some of you guys, it does need to be on the children, because children may be involved in something here, and it can't be easy, especially if you're kind of doing, you know, we're doing the whole thing that we're doing at the moment, and you're in with this person and things are tricky. But I do feel that, you know, you need to start thinking ahead. That's what I think it's happening here, Capricorn, within this reading, because when I started to look at the cards, I thought, this looks like a marriage thing to me. It looks like there's going to be a divorce. It looks like there's going to be separation, that type of thing. First things first then, I think the focus needs to be, and besides it being children, I'm going to take a wider view than just the children aspect with this page. I think the universe is saying that right now it's important to focus on the future, because the Page of Wands is the future. The Page of Wands is always looking ahead. The Page of Wands is always looking, you know, beyond the beyondness of things. He's always looking at a new trajectory. He's looking at a new path. He's looking at a new country. He's looking at a new experience. He's an explorer because he's a wand card, and fire energies like to explore, especially Sagittarius, and the pages can, you know, run as any of those signs. They can be, this one can be a Leo, an Aries, or a Saggy. So I'll read it as a Saggy in a way, you know. So you need to be focusing on a new path. And I also feel that with the page being so young and excitable, Capricorn, there needs to be a focus with this page on getting excited as well, and also getting yourself ready for a new path, for a new life, for a new experience, because I feel that the universe is saying that you need to recognize that you have the power in your hand to cut away from this person here, because I think this person, there was a third party situation. I think this person had an affair probably. I think this person got involved with somebody else, because whenever you see a court card and it's not you, and you've got a Three of Swords sitting next to them, that's often a third party, and it's came in between your relationship. And the Three of Swords is one person. You see that sword there? That's one person coming in between two. So I think that there's a person here. I think the universe wants you to recognize that you've got the power in your hands, Capricorn, to cut away from whoever this king is. All right. I think that this person here had an affair, and this person here, this Queen of Wands, came in between you and this King of Coins energy. Now, I feel that this person may have been I don't think this is you, but I think that because they show us the same suit, they could have also been a fellow earth sign, but also I think that you shared very much a commonality with this person. I think that you shared the same values. For some reason though, I'm getting the impression that this person wasn't strong enough because they let this person come in between your relationship. And I think that the universe is saying that you have the strength. It wants you to recognize that you have the potential. You hold the power with this Ace of Wands to cut away from this king, and possibly for some of you guys, after all of this stuff is finished, possibly even file for divorce with the Ace of Swords, Hierophant and the Four of Wands there. All right, because I think that it's telling you that you shouldn't be trying to rebuild this relationship, because the Emperor is trying to re-establish order within this relationship. But I feel with the Two of Swords energy, it's saying that this is something that you cannot do. So I think that the universe is actually saying to you, Capricorn, the advice for the next couple of weeks is really start focusing on making those moves towards kind of severing ties with whoever this person is. Because I think that this person probably was unfaithful when I look at those cards. It looks like unfaithfulness to me, because that Three of Swords and the Queen of Wands and that person there. And also the Ace of Wands can be sex, you know, it's a sexual card. So I do see that there was some unfaithfulness here in the relationship. And I feel that the universe is saying there isn't a way, because the Two of Swords is cutting itself off. So it's almost saying, well, no. It's saying that there's not a way to kind of re-establish this relationship. So you have the power now to kind of start putting, and also the Ace of Swords is putting ideas into action. So you have the power now to start putting into action this divorce, probably as well, with that Three of Swords, Hierophant and the Four of Wands too. It really is a time for focusing on the next stage of your life. This is, and it's amazing the times that we're going through at the moment, but a lot of people are going through a time where they're starting to reflect on their lives. So if this kind of, you know, if this kind of relates to you, this reading, if you're kind of, you know, recognizing certain things, and I think it's trying to reinforce to you, Capricorn, that it's now really time with this Page of Wands to focus on the next stage. What is the advice overall? The Seven of Cups in the reverse. It's time to stop procrastinating with the Seven of Cups in the reverse. There is no longer any time to procrastinate. You know, the message is very clear with this Seven of Cups in the reverse, and I think that you know what the message is. It's very clear what your next stage needs to be done. You know, what the next stage is for you and what you need to do. No time to procrastinate. And also with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, make a choice. Just make a choice now. It's time just to make that choice. Let's have a quick look at what the spiritual advice is for Capricorn on this reading. Capricorn, what's the universe spirit? What's the spiritual advice for Capricorn on this reading? What's the spiritual advice for Capricorn, please, in 2 cards? It says challenging times. Okay. Nurture. Okay. In challenging times, I think that you just need to kind of give yourself some self-love here. Okay. I think that you need to nurture yourself, because this is the Empress card, and that's the challenge of the Five of Swords. So these cards, they're beautiful oracles. They represent certain cards within the tarot. That's the Five of Swords, and that's the Empress. So in challenging times, you really need to start kind of nurturing, loving yourself, and you need to start, you know, putting things into progress, because the threes represent expansion, growth and progress. So in challenging times, I think you need to start kind of really nurturing yourself. Okay. Oh no, that's not the Five of Swords. Is that the Five of Swords? That's purple. No, Five of Wands. I do apologise. I think that's that. Is that the Five of Wands? We've got, no, Five of Pentacles. What am I saying? That's the Five of Pentacles. Okay. And it's funny because the Five of Pentacles can also be poverty, you know, and the Empress is, you know, it's growth. So in challenging times, especially financially wise, you need to find ways that you can start creating more money, even in challenge. So if there's anything to do with money here that's kind of like connected to this, some of you guys might be going through a challenging relationship with someone, but you may be too afraid to walk away from it because of the financial aspect. But I think the universe is saying that in challenging times with the Five of Pentacles, this challenging time card here, you need to find ways that you can start creating more. You know, there's no time to really start, you know, there's no time to start thinking about how you're going to do stuff. Oh, I can't do it, or start getting negative about stuff, because it's all about the positivity, as cliched as that is. If you're finding that money is a bit of a challenge with the Five of Coins energy, then, you know, you need to be focusing on how you can make more. If that's holding you back, if that's feeding into this reading and it's holding you back from actually going out and doing that because you're thinking, oh, no, I'll stay. I mean, this King of Coins could be the breadwinner in the family. So some of you guys, it may be, I don't think I can walk away from this person because they bring in the the money. Well, the universe is saying if it's money that's holding you back with the Five of Coins energy, you find a way to make more. Maybe you want to learn a new skill with the Magician energy showing there. Okay, because win or lose, that's the Five of Swords now. Win or lose, you are going to rebuild. You are going to rebuild. Win or lose, you will rebuild. But I think it's time to take a leap of faith for some of you guys, especially if you're allowing kind of material stuff to hold you back, okay? I think it's time to start planning forward. All right, that's your reading for the next 2 weeks, Capricorn. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you would like your own private reading, click on the link in the comment section or the end screen. Take care. Bye-bye.